Mama Duck, you know,
Hey Cal, how are you?
second mom to me. I'm good. Still growing my platform. Everything Duck did for me. I'm here right now. He the reason why a lot of us eating.
Yeah, you can say that, but it's a pleasure to be on your platform, Cal.
Y'all made my platform. See, without you, it wouldn't have been no Duck. Without Duck, it wouldn't have probably been no me. So,
Thank you.
most definitely, most definitely. So, one thing I want to ask you, where are you from and how was it growing up before we get into, Duck doing music?
Well, I'm from the low end, 39 out of Wells, Extensions, their home. Shout out to my hood.
Okay.
Newtown, Extensions, their homes, Rock Block, Zone, everybody, ice cream shop. Yeah, they don't know about that. Everybody from the low end, State the Lake. I love y'all. Oh, one more thing. Shout out that nigga Icky Red.
Okay.
That's one of them real G's from Folk Trey. That is that. So y'all know who that nigga is. Y'all know him. Y'all know him.
Most definitely. Now, okay, growing up, Brick is the older brother. Brick is Duck's older brother.
Yes, it's my first one.
Okay. So now, what was having them growing up like? What made them start doing music, and how did you feel when they started, becoming artists? How did you support them?
Well, I mean, being family oriented and growing up in the house with 15 people, I mean, they had pretty much had their own ciphers and roasting sessions. They would talk about each other mamas, what this mama wasn't doing with it. Just family things. So
Okay.
with Brick was more like a leader. He was more like a family man. Like,
Yeah, I peeped
you
that.
literally wouldn't hear a drop out of Brick if you ain't messing with him or his family or none he loved. He was just like the coolest energy to have around you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was more like front line with stuff, more leadership. Like, Duck really looked up to his big brother. You know what I'm saying?
I remember in the Zach TV interview, he said, "Ain't nobody beating my ass but my big brother."
Yeah. Both of them, Shelley, the Donnie, and the Donnie and Brick. So he had to fight. That's why he knew how to fight. He had them big brothers that they ain't play. We literally was like at my granny house that deep, like seriously. So we ain't had no choice but to put family first, and we ain't need no friends because there was enough for family of us. But the fact that we were so strong-willed and so strong, even back then, people gravitated to us. Like, if you ain't a weekly, you got a baby by one or you're married to one.
Oh, yeah.
Point blank simple. So, it's real big.
Most definitely. Now, I like to call Duck one of the fathers of drill. He's definitely a Chicago legend. You have, of course, you got your Chief Keefs, your Lil Durks. Then you have your P. Ricos, Lil Misters. Duck is one of them. Duck is definitely a Chirac legend. How do you feel, that he's in history now, like a Chicago artist,
Well, me knowing how life goes, that one day you're here and the next day you're gone. It's where they remember you when you're gone. So, I mean, he made a big impact on the world. And he'll never be forgotten, especially coming from me, him or Brick.
Most definitely. So, I want to ask you about a funny story about his first song, or when you first realized he was starting to pick up a buzz. Like, how did you feel, and do you recall like a funny or fun story, from him?
Well, it's crazy because when I lived on Evans, I let them make my enclosed back porch a studio. So him and DJ and Young and then Lil J, and you know what I'm saying? They would be in the back of my house and they would be recording, or they had a studio brought over there They'll be in the back of the crib and just doing their shit. But I knew Duck was just talented, period, when he was a kid. I just knew that he was born to entertain. Because he always been energetic, loved music. And it was just something he probably was born to do.
Okay. So now, what's your favorite song by him? Yeah, I know I got a lot too.
It's
that's
a
hard.
lot of them
Yeah.
I haven't even heard yet. Though.
What type
That's
of
the
question was
crazy
that?
Part. But I would say my favorite song now, I love them all, but the song that I learned from the first time I heard it, and then the second time I listened to it, I knew it, was Now For Real.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all up on that. I used to want to be like Jay-Z when I grow up. I'm like, this nigga didn't invent drill rock, G. How the fuck?
Yeah.
He put this drill song on this fucking rock and roll beat. Wayne wasn't a drill artist, but he fucked with, I'm talking about drill music. I've never seen it done.
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I say, this nigga didn't invent drill rock, G. Like, literally. So that's the song that just like, and it, you know, now after his death, it hits so different now because it basically described how he was killed. You know, if you listen to the song and it's like, they get two, four niggas peep, they get two, what is it? It was like, and then when the party say just another black male on the goddamn news. You know what I'm saying? It was like, he predicted that through that song. That's why it hits so different to me now. You know? So, yeah, that would be, I love them all. I love Afraid. After I first heard Afraid, I listened to it like 1,000 times and I cried so much because that showed me his versatility. That showed me that he really can get on anything and make that shit fire though, like.
Yeah, it was like he was multi-talented. He could get on the song, scream, rap,
even
you
the
know,
songs that
yell it.
motherfuckers didn't. Cause I used to hear a motherfucker actually told me from his crew when he started doing the auto tuning and shit.
Yeah.
And was like, Duck need to change his flow. He ain't gonna get nowhere doing that. You know, it's like he falling off. This was
He showed their ass.
He could never fall off. If my son was still alive right now, y'all probably wouldn't be interviewing me because I'd be somewhere.
He did not want you on my camera at all.
He told Zach TV,
don't
like
put
that
Mom
Brick,
on the camera.
Like Brick was like, hell yeah, they can interview my mama. She with the shit like she the drill mama. You know what I'm saying? But Duck was like, yeah, no, you ain't putting my mama on there. He told everybody that.
He made sure he inboxed us.
He stole Zach TV.
Oh yeah, the birthday. He hit me up after the birthday we had at Structure. And he was like, hey bro, don't put my mom in none of them clips. If she in any of them clips, take her out.
Right, that's when I fell out. Was that when I fell out? And he stopped singing. And he looked, and they was like, she alright, Duck, she alright. And he got I was like, my baby was the first rapper to stop his performance when he saw a motherfucker face.
I remember when he first made Slide. I told him I liked the Gang Anthem better than Slide because I think they were made around the same time. But Slide grew on to me.
Gang Anthem first.
Oh, right? No, I know.
And he didn't know Slide was going to do
what
it did. Because he put a lot of energy in that Gang Anthem. You know what I'm saying? But then he dropped that Slide. I think it was the props that made everybody like it too.
Taking the gun out the oven too,
I did who want the smoke? I got all the smoke. That song will forever be a classic. When I saw Sean Mack, shout out Sean Mack, when they played it at the Big Gym, I was like,
I heard that.
Period. I say period. That's what I'm talking about. I could just imagine where he'll be if he was still here. So
most definitely. Now, when he made Slide, you know, I remember him talking about he had a talk with you about not retaliating for the death of Brick, and he just went straight to the studio, and that's what came out that night.
Yeah.
How did you feel when Slide, you know, did what it did, and when he listened to you about, you know, that situation?
He always listens to me. If you listen to a lot of Duck's serious songs, it be some that I put in him that I just said to him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he listened to me, and then it took for me to his music to be like, okay, yeah, he listened to me. So I was proud of that. You know, Duck wasn't stubborn. He was arrogant as hell, but he listened. And he always, you know, as a kid, you got to find your way. He was just starting to find his way.
Right.
So,
definitely. No, the media, definitely, you know, I know people like, you know, the blog sites, they portray negativity and everything, but you got to really know him to know how he is, you know.
and I be so tired of
Definitely a loving guy.
Somehow he was the most disrespectful. He
Well,
did this, and how could you act like that in your son? And I be like,
they don't know the real him.
history.
No.
Those are new fans. Any person come to me talking about how could I want this or this, you a new fan. Do your research before you step to me.
Definitely. Okay, so now you're making the music. He's making the music. Slide comes out. The labels are calling. Who reached out to who first? The Sony Music Group reached out to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how did you feel about him thinking about signing to the label? You know.
First thing I said was we gotta get a lawyer to look over the contract. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. He was like, I got it, man. I was always on him about that. But I guess that's the part that, you know, was, nah, I can't get your mama in the business, you know. Mm-hmm. And him being young and just learning the business and a lot of shit, like I just started recently dawning on me because all I want to do is support my son. Mm-hmm. But the reason I couldn't go to every show because of the safety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, he used to tell me, Mom, wait, you gonna have to wait till the BET Awards and the red carpet. And I was like, boy, I'm trying to see all of it. I don't want to miss none of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just that proud of him. Mm-hmm. But
definitely. You were at a couple shows, you know.
I was at a lot of shows. I even traveled to shows. I even popped up at shows. He didn't even know I was there. But these were my people.
Wow.
These were my people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them shows, my peoples who I grew up with owned these spots and laid it all out for them. With the champagne. Like, shout out Tato when he had that show, I think it was in Iowa. He thought I was coming. That's my buddy. He got like 7 grilled chickens in Iowa and shit. Somebody I grew up with. He a promoter as well. You know, he booked up, like basically do, you know what I'm saying? But this was my people. Okay. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about my people, like family people. And they was more than happy to oblige Duck. Like, nigga, mama, we from, nigga, you good. Woo, woo, woo. That's my shit. I solidified the way for my son. Yes, he's always been talented. Yes, he always been gifted. Right. But where the fuck you think he get that shit from? True. That's what I want people to know.
Right. Definitely.
The strong-willedness, the ambition, the never giving up. Where the fuck you think he get that shit from?
Most definitely. Most definitely. So, I want to also say, you know, R.I.P. to Measle. You know, that was definitely one of the realest
That's my son's
niggas
son.
ever.
I'm talking about from the first moment. You know, Rhodey brought Measle around.
Oh, he did?
You know what I'm saying? When this was right, I think Measle came around us when Brick passed away. Okay. And he was with Rhodey, and Rhodey brought him over there, and it was like him and Doug met. And it was Doug. He loved Measle loyalty. See, Doug always had hype men. Dex used to be his hype man. Juice used to be his hype man. Money. You know what I'm saying? He always had a motherfucker that geek motherfuckers up. And when he saw Measle, Baby, he come Measle was like, yeah.
Yeah, Measle was a wild one. Measle was like probably like one of the first people to really shout me out a lot whenever I came around.
Really?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Measle was probably one of the realest niggas.
Yeah, long live Measle, man. I miss that silly motherfucker.
Definitely. Okay, so now he's doing music. At what point does, Young, Dutchy, Cash, Wooski all come into play and they start FBG?
They started LBG in 2011.
Okay.
That's when they started LBG. Probably was sooner than that. They first mixtape, The Move, Mellow, Dutchy, Duck, and Billionaire. And then the other stations.
Shout Billionaire.
They wasn't on the first mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
I still got that mixtape cover. And if you notice, Duck was even being slicked in because he dropping the wires. He got his hands in his pocket and he dropping the wires from his pocket. And this was in June 2012 was when that mixtape, The Move, was when they was on the radio, 93.6. I'm calling every day, play the movie, play it. I was so proud of them.
Yeah.
Then they did the video for Boss Trail Dad. You know Boss Trail was in the video.
R.I.P.
So.
Yeah. Definitely. I definitely feel like he put a lot of his homies in position. Without Duck, there would be no FBG,
That's anybody he loved. Like, he
Definitely.
had the spirit and the mentality. He wanted everybody around him to eat. He just wanted to be the one to put his team on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Family. Anything.
Right. Now, how did you feel about, a lot of the songs that were dissing, and that's one big thing in Chicago is dissing, the whole country is doing it now, but it definitely was a trend to start in Chicago.
I hated it.
Okay.
Doug knew I never liked that shit, but hey, I supported him. That's my son. He was grown. He made his own decisions. Like, when he was a kid, I never really seen him diss nobody deceased.
Right.
Dude was 16 when he started that trend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you grow up, and then I just don't understand why these people so mad at this boy because he say he rolling up a certain pack and everybody want to get mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I ain't scared to talk about the shit, but I just want to put a positive, negative narrative out. Far as this, karma is real. You cannot dish it if you cannot take it. Y'all had everybody smoking on Duck. Florida rappers, motherfuckers who didn't even know Duck. We smoking on Duck. Oh, but this, and then the line wasn't even that cold. It was a weak bar if you ask me. But it made all this motherfucking confusion. Now, motherfucker that's on your level, talking how you talking, now it's a problem. But ain't none of y'all had nothing to do with Tuka the Mask. So why was it cool for y'all to smoke on Tuka?
Right.
Man, and Tuka, Kyra, Boss Trail, Dale, Wodell, Modell, every last one of them kids that died at that time, I knew they were in my house. Or knew my kids in some type of fashion.
Yeah. How do you feel about the way the blog sites and documentaries portray KI with a lot of the violence and things like that,
I don't know. I got to believe it to see it. Like, the KI I knew, that was my baby. Like, she ain't play. Fars as me. I actually had, LaShae actually had a fight. That was her best friend.
Wow.
You ain't know that?
No.
Boy, I'm coming home, walking down St. Lawrence one day, and someone was like, go this way. Seaball, no, Seaball was out there.
Oh, yeah, shout out Seaball.
This before Seaball got locked up. And he was like, they ain't finna fight Sheena. I say, yes, the fuck they is. Because I fought all my motherfucking friends, goddammit. Fuck that, I gotta know if your ass gonna get out when it's time to get out. LaShae tried to hit Kyra in the head with a skillet. One of the top of skillets. I snatched the skillet out of her hand like, You ain't finna hit her with no motherfucking skillet. Y'all gonna fight. And sure as shit stank. 5 minutes later, they was right back, the best of friends. See? Like ain't nothing never motherfucking happened. And I couldn't even tell you what they was fighting. So it's crazy. I got stories with them babies. I got war stories with them babies. Like, it's just...
Yeah, I think the media and the blog sites really kind of portray things
because that's how they put it out here.
Yeah.
But they don't know the real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They only summarize what's been put out there and come to their own fucking conclusion, which is fucked up. I just can't see how nobody who ain't inside of Chicago speak about anything what's going on here. Be a fan.
Right.
Be a supporter. Stay in your lane, because it'll be a fan that'll clap your ass while you thinking you behind these fake pages and don't nobody know who the hell you is.
Right.
It's just safe to just, I'm lobbying on stopping this and the deceased. It never made sense to me.
Right.
Even when my son was forced to do it out of retaliation, you know what I'm saying? Because I really felt after Chicago Legends, he really
he really was trying to
extended the olive branch.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to. And he wasn't worried about looking like a hoe or nothing. Couldn't nobody prove it. You saw how they killed him.
Yeah.
Like he was a 1930 mobster.
Yeah. Yeah. How did when he came out with, Chicago Legends, how did you feel? Did he tell you about it?
And the first thing I told him was like, you can't make no more diss music. He was like, I know, Mom. Then Vine dropped and took her to the O. Pick up a brick, merchant on brick. Everybody want to smoke brick. Dark skin to Maine, all this.
Yeah.
So I guess he just did what he was great at. He was the most disrespectful motherfucker when it came to that shit. I wasn't proud of it, but I supported him.
All right. Now, speaking of Vine, how did you feel when he came out and said him and Duck had been talking and they had a song together?
Lies, trolling, clout chasing. He was actually his biggest supporter in reality.
Yeah, I saw a
He was
screenshot.
his biggest supporter in reality.
Yeah, I saw where Vine was like, keep making songs like this. I think he co-signed one.
With the E freestyle.
Yeah. That one.
He knew that boy, and then look, how you mimic somebody, how you mimic a whole man and put him in your video. How you do that? If they not on you. I wouldn't go out my way to do that. And then when dude mentioned him, he like mogul status. So it really fucked my head up. I mean, you the voice, use it for good.
Yeah.
But it's all the image. See, this is what the label want to do. Right. They ain't finna drop no songs about dissing no Jewish people or talking about the Holocaust. They ain't dropping none of that shit, but nigga, I'ma kill you. Nigga this. I'ma slide on you. They be quick to drop shit like that. I just want these kids to wake up and realize they worth for real. Because we really are numbers to these white people. We really are numbers, see?
Right.
Then this corona shit. Oh my God, this is really ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, one more thing I believe I saw a screenshot one time where Vine was telling Duck, the more I mention you, the more people will, look you up type shit.
When he was, but how you gonna say that the Duck was rapping before you?
Right. That's
he ain't get no push like he did from Dirt. He did that shit on his own. So you can't compare him. Vaughn rapped for 2 years and was about to be bigger than Dirt. Doug been grinding doing this shit forever. I just tell Doug anything that ain't worth hard, working worth hard for ain't worth having, because the quicker you get it, the quicker you will lose it.
It's true.
That's why Doug kept at it and never gave up. He knew his purpose. He knew what his purpose was here.
Right. I feel like Duck had a real loyal following. Like everything, you could post him. They go off YouTube clout now, but you can have a couple subscribers and still have something with them, and you're gonna blow up.
God,
from cameramen.
25K subscribers, and I don't even know what to do with them. I don't got no, you know what I'm saying?
He had
I
a
ain't
real
getting no
authentic
help
fan
to
base.
make it bigger. Like, I did all that on my own. Off Duck just being my child. I made my YouTube before he died, because if you look at my first, and I was like, this was what, I think July 27th, and I was like, breaking news, anybody want to find out what's going on with Duck, subscribe with my channel. You know, I was so proud, and then he got killed. Ain't nobody documentary fucking with the trap dude. What's his name? Traplock. What's his name? Dude, the British man.
It's so many of them. I know a couple of people.
It's a 2 hour, 30-minute long documentary about Duck.
Okay.
This right here.
I saw some of those, the story of people, and then they got
Ain't
the story.
nobody fucking with it. Gee, that nigga, whoever talking to him, baby, he got some accurate ass shit.
One thing that Duck told me that always will stick with me, he said, I'm the only person to do his vlogs. Everybody else is scared to come around.
See, you mostly the main motherfucker who do all my vlogs,
bro. Man. Love you for that, bro.
Speaking facts.
Oh, you saw the last one, bro?
Cause everybody else be scared to come.
I was mad at him because I wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Everybody else be scared to come around.
Nah,
I don't
that was
know.
the craziest thing.
You know, Zach TV fucked with him and Brick a lot. So, you know, I don't really know too many people besides Status Update and
Zach. Ricky Arts.
Ricky Arts.
Yeah.
And I met Cannon Boy a couple of
Yeah,
times.
Cannon Boy is definitely a legend.
So,
I grew up on Cannon Boys. So, at what point do you meet Lil J and Billionaire?
I grew up with billionaire parents. Big Daddy and Billionaire Daddy from the same hood.
Okay.
Me and Billionaire Mom, we was from the same hood. We noticed we grew up together. So with Latif, it was always, I've been knowing him since he was fucking born. Okay. But with Jeff, I came to find out he's some kin to us through marriage because his cousin married my cousin, Lizzie Cat. My cousin Lizzie Cat was married to Bobo, long live Bobo, Newtown Finest. He was married to my cousin Liz.
Okay.
So, and his last name was McGraw too.
Okay.
So that's how I found that he was like had a bloodline. But Lil J, I took Lil J in shit. I took all them kids in. I don't know why they felt. I listened to interviews. I didn't know how Lil J's situation was. I just thought he ain't want to go home. But shit, his mama done kicked his ass out and he was like, you go in. And he was like, shit, I was home. The shit took us in. Made sure we washed our ass, had shirts and drawers. And, you know what I'm saying? So I treated him like one of my kids.
That's true. And I bet you would tell me about that, how he would overstay his welcome over y'all house.
Nah, but one day I put them out because they smoked G and Dutchie will tell you, G, this is crazy shit. This was right in the midst of this shit, G. And him, Lil Momma, I want to say Kyra. Anyway, they was all at my house, and I came in one day and I left some loose squares on my TV. Okay. And my little brother London was there, right? So I come up in the crib, and I'm like, who the fuck smoked my squares? Now, they know London smoked my squares, but they don't want to say nothing. I say, you know what? All y'all get the fuck up out my motherfucking house. Why they call me like we just got shot at?
Wow.
They on their way going, and from that day on, I say, yeah, don't play with me. Fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all that motherfucking true to the game talking about snitching. Y'all to risk y'all life getting shot at because y'all don't want to tell me this motherfucker smoked my squares. I never understood that stop snitching shit. But hey, I guess, hey, that's how the kids roll. But anyway.
Definitely. Okay. So now, I got to ask you, do you feel like, I gotta ask you, what's your favorite mixtape or album by Duck? You know, and I know this is a complicated question because I've got so many of them that I love. You know, but
The one I'm finna drop.
oh, okay. Well, we haven't heard that one. You know.
The one I like all the. I don't have a favorite, but I think the one that's finna get dropped gonna be the one that get him at that status. You know.
Definitely. Now he had a couple major features. I think now 21 Savage jumped on the slide. You know, remix.
He had a lot of for that album that they picked.
Mm-hmm.
He had a feature with Kevin Gates. He had a feature with Lucci. He had a feature with Polo G, but Polo G never sent his verse. I don't know. They didn't hear.
Was there a reason why?
I have no idea. I guess some industry shit. I don't know. But
okay.
You know, the album that they picked, that Memphis picked the songs for, this is a song that like that was gonna be on.
Okay.
And if you notice that video in that Nike jogging suit, the yellow and black, when I call him dancing off that shit, he was letting me hear it from the first hand. And that's what he did. He'd be like, that's why he said that brick talk. He didn't want to play that brick talk because he knew it would make me cry. He like, my mama gonna cry when she hear this song. I already know. But yeah, a lot of shit he did was for us. He was really selfless sometimes.
Most definitely. I want to ask about that Kevin Gates song. It came out, but it wasn't like a professional version of it. Somebody had leaked it, I believe. Was it the label?
I guess it probably was just his verse on it.
Okay.
So it wasn't mastered, like put for like the Duke song. Like I got him to get on the do that song, but I can't drop that until I get the go from his people. They gotta approve it.
Clearance.
They gotta clear it. And that's what I'm saying. I have to go through all these channels in order to do this.
Now, you mentioned, the feature with Duke Deuce. May I ask what's going on with that record?
Well, he waiting. He done inboxed me a couple of times, asked me when I'm going to drop it, but it's just a lot of red tape right now. I don't want to get sued. I don't want to, so I'm going to do it the right way. But just expect it. It's coming.
Most definitely. Okay. Now, a while back, I saw you on the photo with Polo G.
Yes, I'm supposed to have been in the Effortless video. He did actually right across the street from where Duck was raised.
Okay.
Me and his mom, we talk a lot. Me and Stacey Mack. Shout out Stacey Mack, you on your shit. We inbox each other. She checks on me. Actually when they caught the people that assassinated Duck, she, inboxed me.
Okay.
Because she commented on one of the pictures, I think that one of the blogs had posted me.
Right.
I think it was me performing with Ruger. When we was in St. Louis. And she was like, fire, right? So I went in her inbox like, thank you. And she was like, Queen, keep on doing your shit. Rep your son. She like... And then she inboxed me and was like, I'm a mother before I'm anything, Queen.
1 moment.
And I am happy you got justice for your son. So as a mother, I can take that positively from a mother's standpoint. What mother wouldn't want justice for their child after they was viciously murdered?
Right. How did you feel once they let you know the guys that did it? It was early morning when, the story broke.
No, I was the first one leaked it.
Okay.
They promised me that I would be the first person to know when they were arrested before anybody else.
Right.
So they called me at, I think, 5:56 in the morning. I missed the call. I woke up, I called them back. It was 6:01. And that's when they informed me that they had caught the people. First, they only had 3 of them.
Right.
And they was like, we can't tell you who the other 2 is till we catch them.
Okay.
Then he called back 5 minutes later, like, we caught them too.
Okay.
And that's when he told me who they were.
Okay. Now, do you feel that since it was downtown, that's why they really, put effort into the situation? Do you feel like?
Of course, that's the only reason why.
Okay.
Even the mayor tried to tarnish his name with some bullshit.
I don't fuck
but
with the
if
mayor.
he would have got killed in the hood, it would have been unsolved. But then maybe again it wouldn't, because they were being investigated anyway when they killed her.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I also want to tell you personally, I don't rock with that mayor after hearing that.
Nah, she got her day. She probably going through a whole bunch of shit,
Yeah,
baby.
I can't stand her.
Everybody get their day.
Yeah. Okay.
And she just say a lot of stuff. She's non-apologetic.
Yeah.
And I voted for her. I gave her a chance. I didn't know shit about it in politics or nothing.
Yeah.
But because she was a gay black woman, my vote probably was the vote that got her ass in the office. But that's the thanks I get. But it's okay. They don't care. They surely don't give a fuck about you. They just care about your vote.
Right. Yeah. I don't think she'll be out of there soon anyway, hopefully.
I'm almost certain.
Most definitely. All right. So now Duck has a lot of unreleased music, and you've been, battling back and forth trying to get this music released. And, he had an album that it came out for a minute and they took it down, and yeah, and we were trying to figure out what was going on.
We received an email from Sony saying that we would get sued because we were dropping music from their artist FBG Duck.
Okay.
Which I gave him that name. That was his name before he was born, so, And they took the album. We had to take the album down. We had to take the EP down.
Okay. May I ask, what's going on with, the struggles of releasing the music?
I don't know. We kind of see. I don't really want to talk about something I don't really know about.
Okay.
But I just know we have to reach out to the right people so that they can be served to appear, so that we can pursue or come up to whatever type of agreement far as this music. Okay.
Now, a lot of people, with the bloggers, and this is on the internet, not saying that any of this is true. They say that Duck had bad management. Some people say it was the label. I know you can't get too deep into it, but, do you feel like, anything, Sony had anything to do with it, or?
I was wondering why Sony or the label didn't contact me after my son passed away due to the fact he was signed to y'all, like he was an artist to y'all label.
Right.
But then when I finally talked to them, I found out why. And I'd rather not discuss it because I'm not trying to make nobody look bad or nothing like that. But it is what it is.
Okay. So, is there a release date or is there a confirmation that any music will be coming out soon?
Hopefully, when everything, I hope it don't take too long. I'm hoping by the summertime that we will be able to drop his music.
Now, a while back, a photo surfaced of you holding a baby, which appeared to be King Von's baby.
Yeah, I laugh every time somebody asks me about that, because that wasn't nothing but divine intervention, man. Some people say it was divine intervention. That's crazy as hell, like. But
yeah. I
still can't wrap myself around that situation. Yeah, she ran up to me like she knew me. and was hugging my legs, and I looked down and I said, who baby is this? And then it was like, that's Missy and Vaughn, baby. And I looked at her again, and she was just smiling at me, and I was like, wow, it sure the fuck is. You know? And then I seen how she was just holding my legs. She didn't do it one time, she did it twice. But that was just some dumb shit, some misunderstanding as far as this. Me having permission to post the baby, and you know, it's just all that we got cleared up, and she asked me to take it down, and out of respect for her, I took it down. But I never posted it without her permission. I said it 1,000 times, regardless what the internet say or whatever. It's just that peer pressure is a motherfucker, you know? So I respect the fact that she even let me pick her baby up. You know what I'm saying? I asked her, can I pick her up? She was like, Shayna, yeah, you can pick her up. And we took the pictures. We took 3 pictures because it was like, I didn't post one of them because we was licking our tongues out like, and then somebody would have probably saw that like, oh, now she rubbing it in, and then she think it's a joke. So that's why I didn't post that picture but we were being silly because in reality, I was throwing up the piece, but she was trying to get her fingers to do peace, but she kept throwing up the 3. Oh. So I'm like, rap what you want to rap, baby. That's what I told her. It was so funny. But then she was able to do the 2. You see what I'm saying? It was a beautiful moment, like divine intervention. That's what it was.
Was this a so where was this? Was this like a family event or like just a gathering? No, we was just
in the park on 39. All this happened right across the street from where Duck was born and raised.
Okay.
On the S curve on 39.
Okay.
Where we originally from. Where I'm from.
Okay. Definitely. So now, what do you want to, do moving forward, in the situation? What are you looking to do?
I just want to just get my organization, my MOP movement, Mothers of Peace movement active. It's a lot of steps that I have to do to make it a legit thing, and I'm working on it. I'm going to do it, get a lot of mothers, grieving mothers together and trying to save some lives. Y'all say y'all love our kids so much. Mm-hmm. This is what we asking y'all to do for their kids and the grandkids. The narrative got to stop. But as long as you got people like White, Young Boy, and Dirt going back and forth,
yeah,
that's a whole new different war in all itself.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, you have a relationship with Wooski too, as well as Billionaire and Lil J.
Yes, I was with by Woosie's side while he was in the hospital. I didn't leave him.
Right. There was rumors that Young Boy wanted to work with Wooski, or his people wanted to work with Wooski, is what they were saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not.
That would be such a blessing on Wooski's part. Because Wooski is really talented. He really can rap, G.
Yeah.
He really can, and due to his little accident, it still ain't stopped him.
Yeah, that's true.
He getting his shit back. He getting his flow.
Wooski's got a real big following. He's another one that doesn't write. Every time I bring the mic over, he freestyles his ass off. It's crazy.
So yeah.
All right, Mom. I definitely appreciate this interview. You're like a mom to me, so
Thank you. Thank you, Cal. And that's why I want to be looked at. Even though I like young guys, I don't like them all like that. I do, I only like young guys that like old ladies. I ain't out here scouting for these people kids and no shit like that. So motherfuckers can go somewhere. But anyway, it's a pleasure sitting in your chair, man.
Most definitely.
Long live Brick, long live Duck.
Most definitely. Oh, before we get out of here, I want you to tell them what you told me when you first seen me. The nerd, when Duck brought over the nerd.
Yes. when I first met Cal, I seen him standing in my kitchen with his backpack on and his glasses, and I don't know if his hat was to the back or to, he looked like a geek. So I say, Duck. I eased up on Duck like, now who the hell is the nerd you got hanging with you? Where he come from? Duck like, Mom, his name Cal, he just smart. He smart too. He got bitches too. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Wow.
I'm like, well, okay. All right, it's good. You know, he only kept himself around positive people. He tried to just keep positive people around him.
Yeah. I knew it was like a family bond the day I met him. He was tall as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he wasn't that tall. He was in 8th grade. He was about your height. You were about 5'8", 5'9". He was 5'9", 5'8" in 8th grade.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga got in high school. I wake up one morning, his feet was hanging out there. I say, Doug, what the fuck you do? Grow overnight? Then it was 6'3", then 6'4", then 6'7", I said. Because his daddy is about cow size, and then I'm 5'10", I guess sometimes, I don't know. But my daddy was like 6'2". So that's probably where he get his height from, too. But I don't know where that shit came from.
Most definitely. All right. Also, you know, give them your new Instagram, since Instagram is a bunch of
Yes, my new Instagram is BrickandDuckOG. Follow me. I'm also on Bico too, Mama Duck on
Okay.
Bico. And my Twitter, Lashana Period, Lashana P. And my Facebook, Lucian. Y'all follow me. Y'all let the peoples know, let me up in their dicks.
most definitely. All right.